Good morning, students. Today we are gonna see a grammar topic. Children, this topic comes under section 1, that is language study, as question number 1B. And the name of the topic is uses of noun and verb. Now, what actually this topic is? Students, in this topic, you are provided with a given word, a particular word, and this word you have to use once as a noun and once as a verb to frame your own sentences. Make sure that you use the same word for two times in two different sentences, where once it act as a noun and in another sentences it must act as a verb. And this question comprises for 2 marks. So here we go. Before we start, let us see what is noun. My dear children, there is nothing new to tell you. You all have been studying this since your standard 3rd, I guess. That noun is simple, the game which you play in your daily life, that name, place, animal, thing. So that's what noun is. Nouns actually are the words that represent the name of a person, place, animal or thing. Same way, what's a verb? Verb is an action word, as you all know. Any word which shows action is called verb. And you might be knowing that these two topic, that is noun and verb, are the parts of speech. Yes. So let us see how can we implement this. There is one important point to be remember when you do this. I mean, when you use the word while framing the noun or while framing the verb sentence, what we need to do is that points to remember. One cannot change the form of the given word while working on verb in the sentence. Let me tell you in deep that when you're framing a sentence where you're using the given word to form verb, you cannot change its form. Now, what do you mean by not changing its form? Let me explain you more deeply. I mean, you have to keep the base word, the given word, in its base form. You cannot play with it. I mean, you can't add gerund to it. Now, you might be knowing what is gerund, that is ing. Same way, you can't make it into past tense. You can't add ed. In short, you can't make it continuous or you can't make it in the past tense. You have to keep it in the base form, that is in the present tense, the way it is given. Only what you can do is you can change into singular plural depending on the subject. You all know if the subject is singular, you have to use your verb plural, and if your subject is plural, you have to do it singular. That's the vice versa. So that's what I have written. Only present tense is allowed, that is s or no s allowed. S means plural and no s means singular. So let us see it with examples. So example number 1, let's see. Address. I'm going to make the noun sentence first. This is my new address. Students, if you notice, here address word have been underlined, and here this word plays a role of noun. Yes, because address means where you live, so that's a noun. In the second sentence, if you notice, I'll read out. The minister will address the meeting tomorrow. So here will address means playing the role of a verb, future tense, that he's gonna talk or he's gonna communicate. So that's a verb. Yes. Second sentence, laugh. I like your laugh. Now laugh. It's been given a name, that you laugh, that's a noun. They laugh. It's an action. So here it is taking the place of verb. They laugh at the joke. If you notice now, see, as I told you, if the subject is plural, the verb has to be singular. So if you notice, they, the subject they is plural, and that's why I have taken my verb in singular, that is without s. So you can see the s is missing there, right? And that's what I told you in the points to remember, that you cannot change the form of the given word when you're making or you're using it in a verb form. The base word has to be intact. Yes. Coming to the next example, love. People need love. Here now, love is a playing role of a noun. In the same way, Seema loves to paint in her free time. Here loves is a verb. And the same as I told you, Seema is singular subject taking the plural noun, that is loves. So you can see s over there. I hope you are following. Moving to the third example, play. We saw the play yesterday. Here play means some drama. So drama is a name. So it's been playing the role of noun there. The next sentence is he plays football. Here plays is verb and action it is khelna. So taking the place of verb, he is singular subject with the plural verb plays. Next, end. The end of the novel is thrilling. Now novels end, that is given some name, end. This is the start and this is the end. So it has the name end. So here end plays the role of noun. Whereas the second sentence, when the festival will end, that means when it's going to get over. So here it is playing the action of verb will end. So it's a verb. I hope you're getting to know. The next sentence says, and the given word is visit. Let's arrange a visit to my hometown. Here visit is playing the role of noun, and in the other sentence, I visit library once a week, that is visit jana. Here the visit is playing the role of verb. Now let me tell you, when you have your subject as I or we, I'm repeating again, when you have a subject I or we, at that time you only take your verb in singular form. Yes, so that's why it is I visit and not I visits, because as I told you, when there will be singular verb, no doubt I is a singular verb, but there is an exception for I always carries singular verb, and so it is I visit and not I visits. Yes. Coming to the next word, fool, where we have one example as he is a fool. A fool tagline is given to that person. Okay, so there it plays a role of noun. Don't try to fool me. Here bewakoof banana. So it's a verb. Next sentence, brush. Children use brush for painting. Brush is an object. which is used for painting. So here brush plays the role of noun, and as I told you, children is a plural subject taking singular verb, that's brush. Same way we all brush our teeth, again here brushing, brush is an action to brush your teeth, where we is a plural subject, so taking the verb singular, that's brush. Hug, I need hug, when you need hug, so that's a noun. Again he hugs, action hai, hugs, that is गले लगता है, गले रोज़ गले लगता है, so that's a verb. Design, it's a great design. You have drawn something and that particular thing has got a name called design, or you can say when you draw something and you call this is a design, this is a pattern, that's a name. Now Rahul designs for the models, so here Rahul is singular taking the verb plural, designs. Cook, he is a cook, any person who does the job of cooking is called a cook or a chef, so that's a noun. Mom cooks, yeah, cooks plays the role of verb. Mom cooks delicious meal every day. Challenge, passing the exam was a challenge for me. Here challenge is playing the role of noun. In the same way, don't challenge me, मुझे challenge मत करो, so here it's playing the role of a verb. In this way we have seen many examples where I have clearly explained you that this is noun and in this sentence this is verb. So I hope I have tried my best to explain you. Of course this type of topics are not easy until and unless you don't practice it. Of course you need practice, so do practice. Hope you find it easy. That's for the day. Thank you.